What's up YouTube? Endo here, back with another video. Now today we are going to be talking about why is Ronald McDonald evil? According to EU.com, it says the Ronald McDonald clown is really scary. It says that Ronald McDonald is the most terrifying inhuman creature on the face of Earth. A tall clown with hellfire red hair who enjoys hanging out with children when their parents aren't looking. Ronald has terrorized young people across the world for nearly 5 decades. Apparently, there was a time when Ronald's shenanigans were actually somewhat amusing. Perhaps that was before he started wearing a bright yellow jumpsuit, which makes him look like a psychotic hermit on his way to mopping up a bloody crime scene. God, just look at that above picture. It's like you can read his thoughts, and his thoughts are, I'm going to enjoy eating your brain soon. But thanks to the rising wave of that fast food activism and the simultaneous evolution of cross-cultural culrophobia, I think the word culrophobia, it means that when someone is afraid of clowns. Okay, where is I up to? Oh, here it is. Ronald's reign of terror might be coming to an end. As reported by the Associated Press, a study of Asymmetric, a group that studies TV advertising, found that a majority of people don't respond so well to Ronald's horrible existence, nothing that the word creepy came up rather often. In an intriguing twist, a group called Cooperative Accountability International thinks Ronald is a little too attractive. They don't want such a normally lovable character to hawk junk food to America's children. Now maybe it's just me, but nothing could turn me off McDonald's faster than having a madman covered in muscular shove chicken McNuggets into my face while squealing. Hey kids, hee hee! Be sure to play sports. Thanks to the ACE metric study, I know I'm not the only one with Ronald McDonald nightmares, but I'm interested, pop watchers, while exactly are we all so scared of that red-haired fast food clown? Tell us in the poll below. Okay, now we have found a new article why Ronald McDonald is removed. It says, in 2016, McDonald's officially retired Ronald after a series of creepy clown sightings popped up across in the United States. Let's look at that. Why McDonald's retired its creepy clown mascot with bad publicity against clowns and fast food McDonald's quietly kept Ronald McDonald out of the spotlight for years now. Despite the fast food giant's global domination, Ronald McDonald has all but disappeared. In fact, the iconic clown's absence from marketing was so glaring that McDonald's chef competitor Burger King even dunked on it with advertising campaign called Lonely No More #. So what happened to Ronald McDonald? While Ronald was once one of the world's most recognizable cooperative mascots, he and his fellow McDonald's character, like Grimace the hamburger, have faded from view, while Burger King has only further embraced its also creepy mascot in recent years. While McDonald lives on primarily in faded memories of kids and adults' Happy Meals, let's take a closer look at what happened to Ronald McDonald and why he stopped being the face of the world's biggest fast food claims. The origin of Ronald McDonald. Let's see. Although the specifics of his origin are somewhat contested, Ronald McDonald was created in the early 1960s to help McDonald's sell hamburgers. In the early 1970s, Ronald briefly starred in his own comic book series from Charlton Comics. He was soon joined by earlier versions of familiar characters like Mayor McCheese in TV commercials. These McDonaldland characters were synonymous with McDonald's through the 1980s and 1990s. Heck, They even appeared in a few animated specials that were sold at McDonald's locations. However, McDonaldland came to an end in 2003 with the introduction of the I'm Loving It campaign. Sorry about that. McDonald's advertising began to focus more on adults and less on children. While Ronald McDonald continued well past that time, this virtually marked the end of the McDonald's character, who had apparently only occasional since then. While Ronald survived the McDonaldland purge, the fast food icon had some baggage. First and foremost, he's a clown, and opinions of clown haven't exactly improved over the years, as carnivals and circuses fell on popularity. Clowns became more of horror staple than anything else, considering the obliquity of villains like the Joker or its Pennywise, because whenever they say Pennywise, I think that Ronald Clown is more related to Pennywise, with whom he shares more than a passing resemblance. Children are more likely to be frightened of Ronald than to be delighted by them. Ronald's role as an advertising character meant to be appealed to children became increasingly problematic too. By the early 2010s, the link between fast food and high rates of obesity was widely publicized. There was no way to deny Ronald's role in targeted ads. So, what happened to Ronald McDonald? Ronald quickly became the most controversial advertising mascot since Joe Camel, created in 1974 as a Camel cigarettes mascot that caricature. Sorry about that. I was just gonna keep my eyes open. A caricature of the company's signature camel became a sensation when he made his US debut in 1988. While presumably never intended this way, Joe Camel appealed greatly to children. Smoking is obviously unhealthy, and an advertising campaign built across a cartoon character seemed to draw a lot of underage smokers, specifically to Camel cigarettes. Tobacco giant R.J. Reynolds dropped the character in 1977. After facing lawsuits, pressure from public interest groups, and even the attention of Congress. Unlike Joe Camel, Ronald McDonald always clearly aimed at children and was the face of marketing cheap food that contributes to health problems because of pressure from groups like Cooperative Accountability International. McDonald's slowly phased Ronald out of the spotlight. However, the news of his retirement didn't make that much of a difference. In 2016, McDonald's officially retired Ronald after a series of creepy clown sightings popped out across the United States. As they escalated from harness sightings to report carrying weapons, it became an awful time to be a clown. While verifying many of the sightings is difficult, the public scale convinced McDonald's it was time to put one away for a while. Sorry about that. My eyes seem to be so tired. No mascot like this is ever truly dead. However, there's always a chance that Ronald McDonald can make a comeback, but for this moment, Ronald's most active role is the namesake of Ronald McDonald's House Charities, which provides housing for families with children receiving treatment at nearby medical facilities. Well, that's it for the article. I'd like to thank you guys so much for listening about the story of Ronald McDonald from McDonald's. Don't forget to follow me on my social websites, link in the description below, and I'll see you in the next YouTube video.